This is Michael Gerace with Clearview Sewer Cams. It is Saturday, October 24th, 2020. We're performing a drain line, waste line, and sewer line inspection through the 2-inch roof vent. We were unable to find a mainline cleanout accessible. The only small cleanouts were underneath the house. So we're running through a roof vent. We are at 14940 McKendree Avenue, Pacific Palisades, California, 90272. We're going to begin running our video inspection. Clean our camera lens off. Okay, we got our camera lens cleaned off. We're on the roof. This is the backyard area. That's the deck that is in the far left corner. If you're facing the house from the street, that's the backyard area. This is our 2-inch galvanized roof vent. We're going to be dropping down into the roof vent. Try to get a little debris here. We're going to have to clean that debris off the camera lens. Okay, we got our debris cleaned off the camera lens now. Drop down in through the roof vent. Hopefully it goes all the way down, and it doesn't, so we're offset here. So we're going to have to try and move our camera to another area. See if we can get through another roof vent. Just going to pause our mic for a moment. Okay, we've moved our camera. We relocated to, I believe it's a master bath roof vent. We were above the hall bath roof vent, but it was offset. So this is our 2-inch galvanized roof vent above the master bath. I'm going to zero out our camera right here at the opening. That's the next door neighbor's house. Satellite dish. And this is the front of the house. And we're going to begin running our camera through. I got a little bit of debris on there, so we're just going to wipe off the cobwebs real quick. There we go. Insert our camera again. Hopefully, as I said, hopefully we go all the way down. Then we're able to get into the waistline. Now again, we hit an offset, which we can't get around. So now we're going to move back to the powder bathroom, and we're going to see if we get lucky enough to try and run through the powder bathroom vent. Hopefully one of these vents are not offset. Pause for a moment. Okay, now we're in front of the galvanized powder room vent. We're just going to pop it through here a little bit because we have some cobwebs. Looks like we may be going all the way down here because this is only one story. So we may get lucky enough to get through this and be able to run all the way out to our tie-in at the city sewer. I believe it goes out the back to an easement. Wipe our camera lens down now, and I'm going to zero out our camera monitor right here. Okay, and as I said, now we're right at the edge of the roof line where our powder room is. Dropping down, this is our galvanized roof vent. Make a turn. Now we're down into the waistline. We're going to have a little bit of debris in here. Probably going to have to get out of ways. Hopefully we get into some water in an area and we're able to clear the camera lens. Now we're pushing through. And the camera does not want to go around the turn, so we're going to pause for a moment. We're going to pull this camera out. We're going to try and put a smaller camera down the line. Let's see if we can get it through the turns. Okay, we've cleaned off our camera lens and we're going to zero out our camera monitor right at the opening of the vent above the powder room. Now we're going to try and run our camera down, see if we can get through the turns. This is a little smaller cable, smaller camera. Sometimes we can get through a little bit easier. A little bit more flexible. We're in cast iron piping. It's very difficult to try and make these turns. Very rough in the cast iron. And camera heads and the springs just want to hang up on the turns. And unfortunately, it's not going to go here. We're going to move to a couple other vents that are smaller but closer to the back side of the house to see if we can get through. See if we can get into. There is some ABS plastic piping on the lower part of the house. We're going to see if we can get into that. Pulling up and out of our 2-inch toilet vent above the powder room area. we're going to try and go through another vent closer down toward the back. I'm going to pause for a moment. This vent, all the way at the back of the roof, is offset, and unfortunately, we're not going to make it through there. We're right here at this vent. The deck to our left, as we're up on the roof, facing the back of the house. We're going to try and see if we can go through another vent on the other side. Okay, we're going to begin, excuse me, if it's out of line at all. A little frustrating when you go through 6-7 vents and you can't get through a line. And I thought my mic was off, I apologize. And this is the deck down below. I believe we're all adults watching this. I'm going to run through the vent now and see if I can get through. It's a little bit offset right here. There may be some turns in this line, but with any luck, we can get through. And we do have some water coming from the sink I have running, pantry sink and the kitchen sink probably, and we hit another offset. And we can't get through. I'm going to try one more roof vent. I'm going to try the 2-inch one more time with the small camera over above the master, and if I can't get through there, then we're going to have to take a look, see if there's any way we can get into the line underneath the house, but I doubt it. We'll take a look. may end up having to pull a toilet somewhere and try to get out from there. Can't get through. No, just can't get through. Too many turns. Okay, we're at the 2-inch roof vent, adjacent to the neighbor's house to the left as you're facing the front of the house. We're going to see if we can get through this vent. I know it was offset, but sometimes if we run the smaller camera, we can get through the offsets. Okay, now we're into ABS plastic. Just gotta try and make these turns. And not wanting to go around the turn. And the master. Nope. Ow! Pause our mic. Okay, we're going to pull back and see if there's another avenue. Might have to pull a toilet. See if we get our camera out. Pause our mic. We're going to go take a look under the house and see if there's any way we can try and get into this line, or the only other alternative is to pull a toilet. Okay, we're underneath the house now. This. There's a tankless water heater underneath the house. Crawl space. And this is our clean out in the corner. I don't know if we're going to be able to push out too far from here, but we're going to try. This is our clean out in the corner. And we're going to zero out our camera monitor. We're going to begin pushing through the cast iron waistline. See if we can get lucky and get the camera out. As we get into ABS plastic down below, if we can get through these tubes. Very difficult. Still can't get around the cast iron turns. We're gonna try. Let's see what we can do. Okay, we pushed around the turn. Appears that we're into ABS plastic. Very difficult to try and push underneath the house. We're backed up into a corner. We're going to try and just continue to push out. See how far we can get out. 34 feet. We got so many turns that just makes it impossible to try and get around all this stuff. We need a clean out run to one of the crawl spaces that we can reach, that we can run the camera through. It's probably going to be the lower crawl space in the closet where the pool equipment and all that is kept. And unfortunately, the camera is not going to go from here. We tried. We're going to take a look in the other crawl space, just see what it would take to put a clean out in, and to complete this sewer inspection. More than likely they're going to have to put a clean out in. I'm pulling back. So it's very difficult to try and do this when you're jammed into a corner underneath the house. Okay, we're going to pull back toward our clean out, and we're going to pull our camera out. We're going to cap off this clean out, and we're going to take a look in the other crawl space. We cannot get into that one, which I don't believe that we can get under there. There's even less room in that area than there is here, and this is almost impossible to run. So I'm going to pause our camera monitor and camera mic again.